There's no sound. Ah. Oh, hello, bro. Fishing, brother. Good to see you. Daniel, Daniel, Casey, Mrs. Magpie. Yo, what's happening, peoples? Happy Friday. I've just learned from Mrs. Magpie it's a freaking bank holiday weekend if you're in the UK. Hey, so what's folk doing for the bank holiday weekend? Oh, Mrs. Magpie. Definitely the stripies are doing good. Definitely. Question is, how are you doing? Did you like my playlist this morning, Ms. Magpie? A little bit more mild than yesterday's playlist. Hello, Muk Muk. Thunder. I can see you. Trino. Oh, DJ Banger's new mix. Fair play, fair play. Bare Bones is in the house. Is in the house. Our Bare Bones, wickedy wicked. No, a new mix out every Friday. Sounds interesting. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. How was your live last night, Miss Magpie? The one you went off to yesterday's. Oh, by the way, I got to the. Oh yeah, don't forget say hello to Toby. Toby. If you're listening, hello, Toby. Toby, a good boy today. He's on the way to community center or the county council. He's on the way to the county council, or he's on the way to cash converters. Yay! Bare Bones is off to cash converters. What were you trading in, or what you buying back from? What you? Yeah, what you buying back from your what you call it? Cash converters today, Bare Bones. I didn't think you'd be a cash converter sort of out of Bare Bones, to be honest with you. Oh, Mrs. Magpie, here I got something to say about getting stoned. Seriously now, I fucking live for it. I loves it. Really, I do. I loves me weed. Me loves getting stoned. Yes, me does. That's why I've got a joint right now. This is of the gorilla strain, so I'm getting proper fucked up in the early mornings. Okay, CC. Which other one is there then? I'm not going to go through the list of them, but I think I know which one. Good luck, Bare Bones. Safe travels. And be sure to fucking give us a live or something. Gem is, yeah, when you're done. All right. It's 9/11 in the UK. Boom. Time for an explosion. I hope you're in a comfortable position. So I went to the shop yesterday. La di da 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 la di da di da da da. I got my groceries, and there I'm thinking it's Thursday, you know. I'll buy an extra fucking loaf of bread for the weekend because it's the weekend. Yummies, yeah. La di da di da di da di da di da di da. Walking down the road, I get home, right? On multiple occasions, I thought I'm going to stop and roll a joint. I'm going to stop and roll a joint. I'm going to stop and roll a joint. I never did. I walked all the way home without a joint. But I gets all the way home, takes me rucksack off. It's open. Fuck. Looks. Thanks be to God. One of the loaf of breads fucking jumped out. So I've only got one loaf of bread. With preparations to have two, I've only got the one. So that's good. On the other thing about getting stoned, yeah, last night when I got home, it was about this time 10, 11 for me, 9, 10. So last night, 12 hours ago. So check this out, right? I rolls a joint with this bud that was given to me, right? And it's separate from all the other buds that have been given to me. So this particular bud, yeah, I rolls it up. And you know what? I couldn't fucking smoke it. I fell asleep. So when I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, 3:30, ready for me 420 spliff. Yeah, the spliff was already rolled. The torch was already on. So the light was there. I could see me lighter. I could see the kittens. I could see the mummy cat. I could see Grizzles on the sofa. Could see Captain Jack. Could feel Captain Jack. He was sleeping by my shoulder. So I reach around, wakes up, lights a joint, gets up, goes for a piss. Notices I'm 90% naked. So happy days. It's not cold, but it's fresh. So it goes back in, shakes off, boom, happy days, goes back in, gets in my blankets, continue smoking this joint, listening away. Who's I listening to? I think I was listening to Mosh. Yeah, with his fucking, he was at some open mic or some concert. Yeah, some rock and roll, a lot of cover bands. But that was all good. So I wakes up, then again about 6ish, yeah, and the joint's still there, so I smokes and finishes this joint, and happy days. Now then, I gets up, and I goes about doing my thing, and I feels a bit stoned, but I want to smoke another joint. And it's been a little while since I smoked a joint, because I felt so stoned. So I started smoking this joint, rolled another one, smoked that joint, yeah, and I just couldn't get stoned off it. And what I put it down to is this autoflower, yeah. Now the autoflower weed, I've always complained about it. I've always complained about autoflowers. Now it's just been confirmed to me by my own experiments, smoking an autoflower for breakfast. If I continued smoking that stuff, if I had a large enough supply of that stuff, I'd go into a fucking fuck up. Yeah, because it's shit. Yeah. That autoflower stuff is shit. You know, it gets you stoned, but it don't take you no further. And then when you want to get stoned, you can't get no stoneder because it's just there. Boom. So for me, I don't like that one. That's like putting walls up. You get me? Yeah. So I'm glad I finished that shit because having that stuff hanging around, um, actually, I think I've got a joint of it left. But having that stuff hanging around, it's just like just too tempting to smoke it. So I'm glad that I only had a couple of joints of it. Few joints of it. Okay, maybe half a dozen joints of it, But yeah, the point is, yeah, that joint last night and that joint this morning. Now I'm on my I won't include the one that I rolled last night because that's me that kiss and telling. You get me? Yeah, I won't include in that one. But like I've smoked. I think I've already smoked a joint, 2 joints, and now I'm smoking this one. Yeah, no, so yeah, I've smoked 2 joints this morning, including that one that I fell asleep with. Yeah, and where have you been off to? And where's the Golden Bowl? Hey, I haven't seen the Golden Bowl for 5 minutes. Where is he at? Up there somewhere, is he? I see them bush, that tree moving. Maybe he's in there. Ain't no good calling him. There he is. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Yeah, that was him up there. There's a cave at the back of those stones. I can see it. And Grizzles is going up through the crevice up through there. It was those pink flowers that moved that I recognized it was Grizzles, possibly in that direction. My tracking skills are good. Right. So what we're looking at now is the waterfall. All right. And I haven't gone much further closer to that waterfall. And I recognize today for why. Because it's only of recent times when I can see that the river is running kind of like clear-ish. It's been a very dirty river until recently. But then obviously the rain that we had a couple of days ago, that fucking disturbed it again. But it's all right. It looks, and I can hear it. There's a constant rumble. And it says all that water is pounding down. Whereas it's a background rumble. It's different. You're hearing the splashing. But there's like different rumbles at the back of those splashing. You get me? It's not just splashing neither. It just says splash, but it's just constant, like it doesn't keep saying splash, 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 splash. Unless you're sitting here, I don't think you can hear that rumble. But I think that's justifies why they call it Dragon Mountain. To the instant mind, like you could quite easily say and convince that there's something happening in the mountain when you hear that rumble. You want to go and see the waterfall, do you, Mrs. Magpie? Come on then. It's not much of a waterfall. It's more of a dam. But yeah, we'll respect it as a waterfall. because it does look like war falling. Yeah. Oh, look, you got down here quick. I didn't even call you. We were going on a mission without you. All right, we can jump down there, or we can go down the way Grizzles is going. See how Captain bounces. But Indiana Jonesy sort of style. Oh wow, look at this rock. Yeah, I remember standing on a rock like this, and I went rock surfing. Shh. And that's how I got my big hole in my leg. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm glad I'm wearing my hoodie and my fleece because now walking in the shadows where it's fucking cold. And it is fucking cold in the shadows round here. So when the storms was there, the water definitely came up here. You can see the silt definitely came up there. Ugh. So they put this dam in here. We're going to check that one out as well for you, Mrs. Magpie. How would you like that one? How would you like that? But we're pretty sure signal cuts out. So, yeah. Wow, the beautiful smells around here. How's that, Mr. Magpie? My flock. Yo. Next time you come in here, you'll be blue, my flock. I see you. I'll go to YouTube and spanner you up at some point. Nice to see you. You rest well. We're just going on a little adventure. This is not near where I live. Yeah. Only 5 minutes walk away from where I sleep every night. Since December. Are you still with us, Mrs. Magpie? Now we're above the first waterfall. Look at that, eh? That looks, it's a dam. We found grizzles, lizards. He likes finding the little lizards. We're still in signal. It just got a lot warmer, Mrs. Magpie. So I've had to take me out off. Here's the second waterfall, Mrs. Magpie. There's our captain. I can feel the water from here, and I'm losing signal. Now all of this canyon stuff, this is all from the floods. This is all from the storm a couple of weeks ago. Ah, I kind of fell forward, but look, it was a soft falling. That's what you get for going off road, isn't it? Oh, look, my captain made it. Now, Mrs. Magpie, look, this is a control center. They can control the water. They can take water in and they can send it all along the mountain. And that's what I call the acequia. Or that's what the natives call the acequia. The watering system. Me, be careful. We pass this way again. There you go, see? Wait. And I still nearly slipped. And he jumps. He's clever. Huh. There's Grizzles all the way up top. Grizzles up there. Hey. Wow. Can I jump across there? Ready? Everything in my pocket. On lockdown. Ready? Yep. Oh, yeah. Miss Magpie, if I stood under that freaking water, that dam, that waterfall, my skin would get ripped off my bones. Straight up. There's a lot of power coming off of that. But don't worry. Don't worry. When it softens, you watch. You try and keep me away from there. It's going to be hot days. Yeah? And there ain't going to be much water around. And so coming up to this river, look, stone art. Did you get me? Caveman drawings. We got nuggets of gold just waiting to be collected. Ah, oh, oh. I know my passage. Go there. Listening to that word, here comes my captain. Captain! Up. Hello. The Natural River had its own scarring. And the old landscape, the old man had their own influences. Now, looking, I would say that there used to be a bridge from there to here. I'm only guessing, but that's what it looks like to me. The old construction here and the old construction on the other side that goes all the way along. Now, standing around here, my dogs are gone off wandering up around the place. That's what dogs do. And they enjoy themselves. But me, I haven't had my breakfast yet, apart from my weed, spliffs. Yum, yum, yum. You're back. You're back. Welcome back. What? Black Watch is in the house. He's a bundle of joy. So fucking happy. Well, I keep spinning around looking for our Grizzles because he's off wandering around the place. The sun's coming up, and my tummy's saying, "Don't smoke anymore. You got to eat something." So I'm in two minds, knowing that Grizzles is all right. He'll find his way home because he knows where he is. Well, you know, he's been hanging around these parts for 4 years. Well, we explored these areas 4 years ago. They know exactly where they are. And I've explored around here with them since we've been back.
Good morning.
Good morning, Blackwatch.
How are you?
Wow. Yeah. We're still alive. Wow, cool. We didn't black out. We just came out of that tunnel. Look.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Yep.
I found something out.
Look, this is the channeled water for the Asakia.
Mm.
Yeah, that comes off the river. You see, we're up at the other waterfall just now. Now we're at the other waterfall. You found something out, have you? What you found out?
Well, I was listening to, Steve Perry was in Journey, the group Journey. Well, he disappeared. All of a sudden, he was gone, just gone. And rumor, last I heard, he was on stage and he fell off the stage, tripped and fell off and his hip. That's not true. I found out what really happened, which that was interesting. I often wondered what happened. No, he used to like hiking. He's from California and that he used to like hiking. And he went to Hawaii and he went into pain and everything else. And that's when his hip was out. And they said, you got to get a hip replacement. And he really wasn't that old. And he kept putting it off until the band said to him, you're either in or out. We'll hold off a tour until you have it done. Well, he disappeared and he met a woman and, I heard he only dated one woman. But in the end, he dated this woman. She had breast cancer. And she says, I got to tell you, before I give you my email, the cancer's back. And she said to him, when I go, I don't want you to stop living. I don't want you to become a hermit. And she died at the age of 40. And he kept going on his own. So there you go. There's the mystery solved, wherever he's gone. But anyway, other than that, I just kept eating sandwiches. I have food.
Wow.
You know, I'm trying not to eat. Then Mrs. Magpie went for a coffee, and I almost made another coffee, but I did not. I went for a walk with Bare Bones, so he doesn't smoke cigarettes. But anyway, I was on a few panels, you know, and with MCM, and had a bit of fun over there. Bryden
I see you last night. For me, it was last night. You were having a nice chat with Motor and J Blues,
and
Citizen C, and a fellow called Brian. Not heard that Brian before.
Bryden. It's Bryden. Bryden, apparently.
Bryden. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, I've seen him in there.
Good.
I saw you a couple of times, but you were gone. You came in about the puppies, you know. Or the kittens went to say hi, but I thought maybe you dropped out. You lost signal, so.
No, I stayed tuned in. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't stay live much longer than that. Maybe about an hour and a half late. No, I tuned in for a long time. Yeah, yeah. From the moment I was walking home, I tuned in with you guys. Yeah, until I got home. So I was with you for at least a couple of hours.
Yeah, there's Miss D, but she never uses StreamYard, you know. So I was over there for a while, but she doesn't have a panel. You know, Miss D, the Philippines.
Miss D does do panels. She does karaoke.
She hasn't for a long time that I saw.
Oh, okay.
So last year sometime. She used to go
No. Miss D was doing panels there a couple of days ago. Pretty certain of that.
Well, I might miss it. You know, there's a couple I don't bother with. One stopped doing karaoke, Mr. B, because he just said he got tired of it. He got over the death of Shane. And there's a bad element coming into karaoke. I know what he means about that. There's a bad element coming in.
Now you see this. You see this, yeah? This is capers, okay? Yeah. This is capers. Yeah. Look, they make a flower like the passion flower.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So I hear you and Bones are repenting, are you? For all your sins.
Say again?
You and Bones are repenting for all your sins.
Repenting? What's that mean?
Well, he hasn't had a cigarette in what, 3 days, he said? I think he said 3 days.
All right. So I haven't stopped smoking.
Yeah, but you stopped eating. You haven't had breakfast yet.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, but that's a normal thing. I don't normally have breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Most important meal of the day. Most important.
I know, yeah. So I'm late. I'm always late for breakfast.
Well, you're busy. You're busy pleasing Mrs. Magpie, so we'll let it go.
Yeah, I'm back down on river level now.
Yeah. There's a town of Gravenhurst, which is north of Toronto. And a guy had like a viceroy home, which is pre-built, and they come and assemble it. But there's a waterfall in there, or almost rapids, right in the middle of town under a bridge, and it feeds, you know, the hydroelectricity. You can hear it from Main Street. You're on that bridge, you can't hear anybody. It's just a roar. It's just
that's horrible.
Somebody falls in there, you're done. You didn't come home.
Well,
You know.
that person that falls in there done. I'm not done just because you fall in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you fall in there, you fall in there. You're done. Yeah. I wouldn't be done.
Well, where I'm talking
If
about, if
I
you,
fell in there, I'd be done, but you wouldn't be done unless I pushed you in there first.
yeah. But I'll never forget. I had not been up there before that, and you fell in there. You're going to become a lithium battery. You know, part of the hydro. That's it. You're part of the matrix. You know, it was deafening, Steve. Deafening. You couldn't hear yourself
Yeah.
think. You know, but yeah, it was
Cozy
quite.
little den in there, isn't it? Look at that.
But anyway, other than that, I just been sleeping, trying to sleep. But anyway,
I know, right?
and right or wrong or indifferent, earlier this morning, I sent an email. Goes nowhere, goes nowhere. With a song. But anyway, whatever. I will know if there's no no's or no yeses, I will know. And I will not send any more emails. Other than that, you know, just screwing around.
Hey, Bare Bones is going live, so I reckon we should do a channel raid. Yeah, I reckon we should go over to Bare Bones' channel and support him doing his live.
I thought he
Bare
was
Bones, you going live? Put up your
thought he was
put
walking.
up your link, Bare Bones, and we'll go over and crash his channel.
Let's see. I got to get a hold of that. I didn't think he did live, so I didn't, never really bothered. Where the hell?
I'll go over and I'll go over and grab his link.
I got it here, but you now have 625. Why isn't this working? Oh, what the hell did it go?
You still there?
There it is.
Oh yeah, I'm just back with it as well.
Same one.
So we can, I leave this live rolling, and I going over there. And happy days. We talk to you guys in a bit, and we see you there.
You okay?
Yeah, nice. Okay, I'm back. Bare Bones is closed. I think Black Watch followed me over to Bare Bones Miss Magpie. When Bare Bones said he was going live, I was prepared to close this live to join Bare Bones. We seen you in chat sharing your loyalties, Miss Magpie. Beautiful, beautiful. But you know, like Bare Bones deserves the views. But I didn't recognize that he said he was going closing. Yeah, I didn't realize he said he was going closing. The happy days. I'm glad we still live to. Yeah. Do you know what? While I got signal, I'll go over and yeah, do what I can do. Probably sit back where I started for 10 minutes and roll a joint. Hey. So, looking at the numbers of the chat, it's like nobody left me to go and join apart from Black Watch. Now, where the fuck is Black Watch? Black Watch. Oh, Black Watch, where are you? I'm gonna sit here where I was. So when Grizzles comes, I'll see him. Potentially. Just grab a stone and make oneself at home. I tell you, letting Grizzles off in that direction is so pleasurable. Knowing that he's just gonna have fun for a few hours and he'll make himself make his way around and just have harmless fun. It's brilliant. He thinks he's on a mad mission to hunt some wild boar. So good luck to him. Right. Mr. Magpie, I read that in the chat. I read that in Bare Bones's. I read your message about you feeling rude. So you're coming back here. Thank you very much, my dear. Proper like I not. It was beautiful. So where can we sit where you can see? Well, where can I put use where you can still see the waterfall? That's a good view there, I think. But I can't see. Right. I know. There definitely will be. Yeah. There, Captain. Greeting, darling. Here comes Grizzles. I've stopped rolling my joint just so I can capture Grizzles for you. Here he comes. Here he comes. Just at the end of what we can see of the river, at the end of the path, he's on the road. You see him bolting this way. I'm going to be quiet now. Oh, he knows I'm here. All right, buddy. What grizzly? Uh-huh. I bet. He just lumped his way down. He look happy or what? Oh, what's Captain Jack got? He's- he showed it to Grizzles. He showed something to Grizzles just to show it to him. He's a funny fucker. He stood in front of him face to face. Oh dear. Yo, Blackwatch, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, Mrs. Magpie, Zed's place makes fucking brilliant fire ant sculptures. Brilliant fucking yeah, and he even goes into very selectively choosing the mountains of what he mounts his fire ant moldings on. Yeah, fucking brilliant, brilliant, my Mrs. Magpie. Fucking loved it. Yeah, absolutely loved it. About 6 months ago, I come across his channel, and straight away, yeah, fucking start promoting that channel straight away. That is genuine, freaking beautiful art. That's exactly like beautiful. Oh, he's backstage. Oh, that's why he feels unwanted.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
he's
clicked the
back
link.
on. Yeah.
I clicked the link where you sent it. I the pop out chat. It kept failing, and then he was gone. I'm going, where'd everybody go? I felt
Oh,
alone. No, bare bones thing
I felt
failed.
abandoned as well. I felt abandoned. Fucking that Grizzle's fucking, like going up off the mountains and stuff. But he's back now, so like bless his cotton socks.
Yeah.
Like if he like,
But anyway, bare
mad as
bones link didn't work. His link didn't work. I subscribed, but it didn't work. The link didn't work, so I don't know.
oh, the link that I shared, I think was the one because it was different to your link. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you were sharing his channel, but I went straight to his live.
I went to the one you did, and then I popped out chat. It kept failing. It
Oh,
said
okay.
something went wrong, and then all of a
Oh
sudden it
yeah,
was
'cause he
gone.
closed. Yeah, because he closed. Yeah, because he closed. Yeah, I went back. I was able to send in a quick message, responding to Miss Magpie saying it's okay. I'm back here, saying that I was back in Bare Bones' chat. And yeah, because I went there, said hello to everyone, came here, shared the link, and then went back. And he closed. He closed. I had enough time to send a message, and he closed. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you guys, but I couldn't get in to chat. I saw your messages, but I couldn't get in. So I
Right.
don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, it is what it is. He might have been streaming yours, I think. So I don't know. Whatever.
He wasn't streaming this. No, he was doing his own walk, explaining what's happened to him this morning. Yeah.
Uh, oh well.
Yeah.
What can
He's
you do?
been on the panel before. He knows he's welcome to come and express himself on this panel. Do you know, like yeah, and
Yeah.
give us a rundown of his experience.
I mean, he could launch StreamYards and then stream yours off of his. I don't know. Whatever.
Mm-mm-mm.
Whatever. Whatever. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Yeah.
So have you been listening? Have you been checking out my community page, Black Watch?
I
I
went.
know Mrs. Magpie has.
I haven't been there for about a week on a community.
Okay. Well, yesterday and today I've been playing. Well, the last few days, yeah, there's been some brilliant songs. Like for the laughter, like I don't know how the fuck these songs have come to me, but I think it might be something to do with the era and the genres that you've been getting me getting us cop because yeah, I can't even say it. For the music that you've been playing, I think it might be related to those musics.
Okay, I'll take a look. To be honest, the last community page was very sad. Not yours, somebody else's. So I kind of stayed away from community pages for a while. A lady, I don't know, Ohio, upper states. Her sister's in Texas. She went for a drive with her little girl and boy, which is probably under 10. They never came back. So that was sad.
I actually tagged you, but I didn't tag you. Yeah, I didn't tag your channel, but I did. Give you a call out on one of my uploads this morning. I thought it was. I thought it was quite brilliant. Do you get me? Yeah, like just the joke on the YouTube with their copyright bullshit. You get me? Yeah,
Yeah.
like we don't give a fuck about that. Seriously, yeah. This channel we don't care for the yeah, like we're sharing moments. Yeah, yeah. We're not exploiting and capitalizing on their on their lost profits or whatever they said. Yeah, so screw them, and if they don't like it, happy days.
Yeah.
Good luck. We're winning. We're like yeah. For the for the upload that I shared for you this morning, I thought it was just really suitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I found another, because I don't know if it was that documentary I told you about. There's a Steve Perry song I had forgotten about, so I was listening to that one faithfully.
Oh, Mrs. Magpie, serious. Mrs. Magpie's husband's been playing me a playlist to his workmates.
Oh yeah.
That's brilliant.
I can hear the song to that, that he's playing. Working on a chain gang, going down, 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 working on a chain gang. Whoop,
I don't think we've added that one to the list yet.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
he-
when you go through me the songs that I've shared, yeah. If you recognize them, let me know. You get me, yeah? 'Cause, I'd be interested.
well, maybe I can open another window and see what you're talking about. Oh crap! What did I do?
Oh well, you can do that with a computer, can you?
Yeah, I've got about 6 windows open now. I use Windows. I don't use tabs. Tabs overload things. I just do separate windows and
I wouldn't know the difference.
well, I can open 20 or 30, different channels and everything if I want. It's just hard to manage them. You end up closing one you don't want to. And there you go. Shoot. Take me a few minutes to find it. Well, I don't know why it's not working here. Look at Mirror, Mirror is live.
Oh, Mr. Magpie, that's brilliant. That's class. They even involved you. Oh, Mr. Magpie, that's class. Oh, that's brilliant. Mr. Magpie, Mr. Magpie. Big earthly hug. Oh, my Lord.
That's on your community page, not on playlist, right?
Yeah, community page.
Okay.
Yep.
You've been busy today loading stuff. 3 hours ago. Uh, Good morning. I don't see songs. When do you put songs up? I don't see any songs. I don't know. I don't see any songs, Steve.
Yeah, what about yesterday? Yeah, they're all songs.
Okay, I'll take a look further back. Um,
Today and yesterday and day before. My most recent uploads. Okay, there was one of them. Yeah, one upload that I made about something I watched this morning. I can't even remember. Oh yeah, about bisons in Spain. Yeah, that's quite interesting. I thought how they're introducing bison into Andalusia of Spain, and eventually they want to try and have bison recognized as a wild animal, protected wild animal in Spain. And that's brilliant, isn't it?
uh, are they going to import the Indians to go along with it? With the bison?
Well, there's many of European species of bison.
Yeah,
So bison isn't just authentic to the Americas.
yeah. I got to tell you, they smell. They do. I've been around them and whooey. But anyway, three
They
hours.
say they're good. They say that they're good for the environment, like yeah, for many reasons. Like
Oh,
they're one of these creatures. They encourage life in so many ways. I mean, we see our dogs rolling in the dust, but
yeah. Mm,
when it comes to bison, they're one of the ones that make fucking indents in the ground. They
yeah.
end up making ponds and pools for frogs and life. Yeah, they collect eventually those dust pools that the bison make. They end up making freaking yeah, ponds in the middle of fucking deserts. Yeah, man, yeah, when it rains. So it's all good. Yeah. And apparently, yeah, they're not as toxic as cows. Yeah, cows are extremely toxic.
Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah.
methane, yeah. You look at bison in the face, they don't look happy. They actually look a little pissed off at you. They look at you like,
Donkeys, yeah, donkeys and fucking bison. They've got very similar features, haven't they? And that depressed look about them.
yeah, well, I don't know, depressed. They look like, move, I dare you, move, I'll nail you.
Mm.
Remember Dances with Wolves when that young,
Oh yeah.
when
How
that,
could I forget Dances with Wolves? It was the first cinema movie for me.
yeah,
Yeah. I wanted to see SWF because he's got the same initials as myself, single white female. But my father took me in to see Dances with Wolves. Yeah. Like 5 or 6 hours in the fucking cinema when I'm like 11 years of age. You get me? It's 12 years of age or something. Yeah.
That's
So,
one. That's one thing I couldn't believe. Dances with Wolves when the bison goes after the young boy, and there's Kevin Costner on his horse, and he's using a 22 from long range, and he takes it down. I didn't believe that, not for a minute. He'd have to be an expert shot, you know. But anyway, still, it was a good movie.
yeah. Well, you know, if you had a fucking one of those mounted Tommy guns or fucking, you know, like a big fucking machine gun or a rocket launcher, you know, like yeah, that would have been more of a Rambo movie. You know, like, yes, yeah. You know, like every hunter's dream to take out a bison with a single shot. You get me? You know, it's like happy days. Yeah,
Oh, it
yeah.
took him. It took him about 5 rounds before he got it down. I remember that he had multiple shots, but
Oh,
still, you know, a charging bison. I, ugh, that's about a ton of weight coming at you. You know, but anyway,
cool. Yeah, yeah. And pure muscle.
yeah, really. But anyway, it was still a good movie. I thought it was one of the
Mm.
best movies made.
Have you noticed that? That's the difference between like wild animals and friggin' domesticated animals. Like we've domesticated animals and they've become all fatty and renowned for being fat. But if
Yeah,
you get like wild duck, for example, in comparison to a farmed duck, or like a wild salmon in comparison to a farm salmon, or a wild cow like a bison in comparison. Okay, bisons and cows are different animals, but they're fucking similarities. Do you get me? Yeah, they
yeah,
got horns, they got tits, and they fucking walk around fucking eating grass. Yeah, happy days. Yeah, and you know, like yeah. Even pigs, you get wild pigs in comparison to farmed pigs, and the
yeah.
fat of them totally fucking different, mate.
Oh
Get
yeah.
me? Yeah.
You take the boar, the wild boar. You know, you don't want to mess with them either. Yeah.
Oh, why not? Why not?
Look at the tusks on them. You know, they look at you like, they can
Mate,
fight.
seriously, wild boar. Look. Do some research now. Yeah, wild boar in Germany, right? People have domesticated them because yeah, now all of a sudden, yeah, they've domesticated them to the extent that they're a tourist attraction. Yeah, people come from miles around to interact with the wild boar because
Yeah.
they're hand fed. Yeah, they'll eat out of your hands like wild squirrels will eat out of your hands. Yeah,
Yeah.
wild ducks will eat out of your hands. Wild robins. You get me, yeah? We can domesticate all animals with food. Mr. Magpie will tell you that. You know?
No, you have a point. I mean, you take animals in the wild, their muscles are always being used except when they're asleep.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
always going. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Some things should not be domesticated. Like, ugh. Like a wild boar,
I
they'll eat
know.
anything. Wild boar can bite through your bones, for God's sake. You know, but anyway.
Yeah. Some some people shouldn't be domesticated. Do you know we need some
Good point.
yeah, you get me? Yeah, I don't mean like fucking savage, like the complete wrong uns. You get me? Yeah, but an amount of we do need an amount of savage amongst us. You get me? Yeah, we do need. Yeah, uh,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know there was the town I lived in, the last house I had, and they had a fire. And I often wonder what all those long yellow buildings were. They were like chicken. They're like egg producers. The chicken never moved.
oh
You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
thousands and thousands of them. You
yeah.
know?
It's like what Mrs. Magpie says. You know, like the farmers, the factory farmers overfeed the animals for profits. Do you get me? Yeah, but it's not just the fact of overfeeding the animals now. Like the fat isn't enough. Like the fat animal isn't enough. What they do now is they soup it up. They extra boost it up with water. I mean, like, yeah, what the fuck is that all about? You get me? Yeah. You know, you cook your meat and it friggin' it shrinks because it's all it's all water.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's like you say, it's money. It's all money. No, it just
Disgusting.
doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. No. Then they wonder why the food's the way it is, you know?
They wonder why the people are the way people are. You know,
Yeah,
when what we eat ain't what we're eating. You get me? Yeah, it's a fucking
yeah,
placebo.
yeah,
It's like you take the fruit and vegetables from the supermarkets. You get me? Yeah, them fruit and vegetables ain't full of vitamins like we'd expect them to be when we collect them from the ground, when we collect them from the trees. You get me?
yeah.
Yeah, when they're ripe. Yeah, when the fruit is ripe, when it's ready. You get me? Yeah, the fruit ain't ready. Ain't no good for you. Huh?
Well, it's like the tomatoes I buy. They're local, but within like 2 or 3 days, even in the fridge, they start to go a little soft. They don't last, you know?
Mm.
It's almost like you
Yeah,
need a place like yours where you go to town every day to buy dinner. Buy it, have it,
exactly.
buy it, have it, buy it, have it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't, which, you know, that would be nice. It's just not realistic, you know? That's the worst part here, Steve. Some of the prices have come down, but they'd be the type that you're buying it just to have it. You know, you don't have it. Back in the day, you
Yeah.
wouldn't even touch it. You know, you wouldn't even touch it. Let it rot. If that's the quality, let it rot. But today,
Yeah.
you take what you can get.
I laugh at a lot of the people that think, you know, like they're eating rich when they're eating these all these what we consider delicacies. You know, like they're no longer delicacies. You know, because it's coming from the same cuts that we're eating, but we're not eating those delicate cuts in general, right? Myself and yourself.
Yeah.
You get me? Yeah.
You know, I said to my son-in-law, I wouldn't mind like sausages. You know, like the beef sausages that you put in a pan. But of course, I only have a microwave,
I
so he
tell
had.
you what, mate, for value of money, dried sausages, yeah, them fucking dried sausages, yeah, them value for their money. You get me? Yeah, them cured meats, yeah,
Oh, they
they're
are,
value.
but they don't keep, Steve. Like we talked about, you have to have it within 2 days or something. They just don't keep.
Nah, I still got that lump of fat there, and I'm living in fucking sunshine, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't eaten that kilo and a half of pig fat yet. Do you get me?
yeah,
No fucking way. How long ago did I buy that? Like what? Less than a week ago?
yeah. About that 5 days.
Sunday.
Yeah, five.
Sunday I bought.
Yeah, about 5 days. But he got me these sausages pre-cooked. Like, I don't know if they're beef, but I just took one out. They're almost like the size of a hot dog. So I heated it up and all, and it has a heavy skin on it. But my God, is it hot? Spicy. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I almost broke a sweat. So I left them for now. I don't know.
How's your smoking? You still got plenty of cigarettes?
Yeah, but I've been smoking. I have.
Yeah.
I kind of open a pack. I go get one, and I think I only opened that 6 hours ago. Gone through a whole pack in 6 hours. So that's why I lay down so I don't smoke. I
There
know
you
what
go.
it is.
See, even Mrs. Magpie, an airtight box in a cool place, that cured meat will last a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried just about everything with stuff. I
It's
had a lot of
salted,
trouble.
smoked. Do you get me? Yeah, salted and smoked meats. Do you get me? Yeah, them survival food for me. Get me? Yeah. That belly of fat, them offcuts. Yeah, that's the meats. You get me? Yeah.
Well, they got me. It's a red mesh bag, and it's got about 3 pounds of onions in it. About 3 pounds. They got me three of them. So I cut the one and I kind of cook it because it's sweet onion, and they're hard. So I kind of
Mm.
put it in the microwave, and they were good. But there was 3 onions. And I smelled them. They seemed all right. Mind you, I can't see the coloring. I threw them out. They put it almost disintegrated in the microwave, although it was on a long time. I didn't want to take the chance. So my daughter says, "Well, put them like in the fridge thing." I said, "That's what I did." It was like half the bag almost. It was, oh God. It just kind of crumbled. Didn't smell right, but then I don't go around smelling onions, you know. But anyway, the next lot seemed okay. So hopefully I only lost about, a pound and a half of them if they were rotted. I don't know.
I bang out of water.
And they're only small. They're smaller than a hard ball. And they can fit in the palm of your hand, and I don't know. I wasn't going to take the chance, you eat bad food and you spend days getting over it. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the pork. I think they're beef sausages. I said beef because pork, like Mrs. Magpie says, fatty, it's salty, it's not very good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is good food, and that's where that's where our education is wrong. It is good food.
That's what I miss about this stupid stove. Like I told you, I've never used it. Never been able to use it. Put the burner on, the big one at the front. It sets off the heat alarm to the fire system.
Oh dear.
It's ridiculous.
I'd
So,
remove that.
well, I told you how the first property manager went, not well. So I got a microwave and the hell with it, right? I just use it. No, I'm not exactly a kitchen person, you know what I mean? That sits there and enjoys cooking,
Oh no.
No, I want the food.
I loves cooking meat, but I got people around me for me to want to cook.
Yeah.
For myself, it's kind of like I just eat. I don't need to cook. I can just eat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want, firefighters coming banging at the door, because of that stupid alarm. Super sensitive. I remember I took pork and beans one time, and in the microwave, you hit it, it goes for about 2 minutes. It didn't shut off. The whole place was filled with smoke. Did it ever smell? Ugh. It was like charcoal on the bowl, put it out in the sandstorm to clean the bowl. It was terrible. Oh, well. What can you do?
Love it. Live and learn.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do here. When they test the fire alarms, you're supposed to go outside on the street like good school kids,
Oh,
what the hell with that? I'm not going anywhere. No, I mean, really. It's, the number on occasion, not any longer, somebody was pulling the fire alarm. Then you got to get the fire marshal in to reset it. On the down. Stupid people, kids. But anyway, that's apartment living. Hey, Mrs. Magpies, just tell her to email some over. I'll let her cook all day long. No problem. I can cook. I just don't want to. I mean, I can burn anything like the next person, But it's, apartments there. It's a real culture shock. Never really living in an apartment and having to go to one. Not used to it. But anyway, it is what it is. Nothing you can do. Oh, well. Nothing you can do. Actually, I've only lived in 2 apartments in my life. This one and one long ago after the divorce. And that was no fun.
No fun.
Be back in a minute.
I can see something waiting for us. Somebody's waiting for us. Guess who's waiting for us? I'm gonna get it. Alright. 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 Yeah, I'm still smoking Miss Magpie. Your door is a messy cook, is she? Oh dear. But a good one, I bet. You don't know it, would you? Yeah, go on then. Yeah, hunting today. This is the one Mr. Beautiful Blues likes. No, she's gone now.
Did you catch much of yesterday's one about Bryden? What he's facing in life, I couldn't deal with. But
What has he got? 11, he got 11 grandchildren he's responsible
yeah,
for. And,
and now
and
he's
he's
facing
disabled.
divorce. Now he's
And
facing
he's
divorce. His wife wants to leave.
possible homelessness.
Yeah,
But yeah, and possible losing responsibility of 11 of his grandchildren. That's like, wow, yeah. That's a life, isn't it?
yeah. But I don't. I'm a firm believer in the idea grandkids are wonderful. Spoil them and send them home. You've reached that point in life. But I'm not.
Oh,
It's amazing what he's doing. I envy him.
Miss Magpie, Miss Magpie, you'll be off YouTube for the weekend.
Oh
Well, you.
no.
Oh my lord, Black Watch. Did you hear that? Can you read that? Did I read that correctly? We're gonna no.
What about the flooring?
Do we have to be grateful for the warning? That's gonna be torture.
Done.
I hope you've got a good memory, Black Watch, because like the other day when Mrs. Magpie didn't come into the chat, you was very concerned. You
Yeah,
shared a lot of.
I did notice it because it was kind of odd. She sometimes, comes in for a couple of minutes late, but anyway. The flooring, you got to redo the flooring. Oh, okay. Yeah, that takes a lot of time. Yeah. Everything has to be down for the flooring. I don't know why with your phone, but anyway, you're busy. You're busy. Busy, busy, busy.
Your Honor, is have these final moments with you, Mr. Magpie.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I am at least. And Captain Jack, he's just come up here to share some comfort.
This is going to be a rough month for a cigarette because I only got 4 cartons, not 5. So if he can't get them to forward the order date, it's going to be May 19th. That's the order. So it'll be May 22nd, 3rd, 4th, so I'll have to see how that goes. And there's a holiday in May, so here we go again. Yeah, I don't like phones, Mrs. I don't have one. I never wanted a mobile phone. And now I couldn't use it if I tried. So, but anyway.
And I haven't got any other device. Yeah.
I could tell you what to do, Mrs. Magpie, for about $7.
Here, Black Watch, I've just sat here, right? And I've just heard all the way from the village the beeping of the horn. Yeah, from for the bread delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a wow, that's beautiful. That's a few kilometers away. You know, that's a village that I go to to get water when I need to get in the village. I need to cross through the village when I go along the road to the town where I do my Chris.
Mrs. Magpie, if you got multiple Mrs. Magpie, if you got multiple devices for about $6 US a month, you gotta have a password manager, cannot be hacked. Never been hacked. You let it generate the password. But you got to remember a phrase, something like, I love watching Steve in a dress, something like that. You forget that, you're done. Otherwise, this thing, it'll keep your passwords. You'll never be hacked. Never.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway. Sounds like Steve has company again, or does he? Oh boy. The temperature's going up here, and I got a hot water bottle on my feet because they're cold. Talk about stupid.
Yeah, it's getting warmer around here as well.
Yeah.
That's why I'm grateful of the sofa where I'm sat for the shade.
A lot of people have hay fever now on the internet. Allergies rather. Oh God.
How can you get allergies from the internet?
I don't know. Mrs. Magpie says she's allergic to her phone. I don't do that. I don't know. I don't know. But it happened.
I mean, a lot of people have an hay fever on the internet.
Well, allergies. My ex and my daughter have allergies bad. So I feel for them. There's not, nothing I can do for them. They used to have it bad. Uh, but, knock on wood, to my knowledge, I'm not allergic to anything except the good woman.
I was told I'm allergic to penicillin, but
Yeah,
I think that might have been just a warning, from my mother, because it tastes nice, and I used to help myself from everything that was in the fridge, because it tastes nice. Yeah, maybe it was one of those
yeah.
that learned the hard way. Oh, I got a visitor. Hang on.
I remember my daughter, there was erythromycin when she was young. And I was at work, so my dad took her and wife went to the doctor for the shot. But she, the eyes puffed out. So I used to say, I'm allergic to erythromycin. And they said, well, how do you know that? I said, because my daughter was. My wife's not. And I said, I don't want it. I don't want you to give me the damn stuff just to find out. Okay? Like, duh.
Mhm.
Some doctors like to argue with you, Steve. They like to argue with you.
Nope. Mate, I don't, because I don't attend doctors. Yeah, I don't worship the doctor. I don't depend on doctors. So, I don't know. I have, like when I have depended on doctor, it's like, I tell you what. Here's a good example, right? When I came to Spain on that 10-day vacation, and I went back learning that I didn't need me inhalers in Spain for asthma and all that whatnot, yeah. So going back to my specialist and the doctor prescribing the stuff, I say to them like, why, and
Yeah.
how is it? Yeah, that I don't need the inhalers in sunny Spain, and they said because of the climate. I said, so you keep me disabled with these drugs here in this damp environment when I can have better health in the sunshine. This is,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but like, yeah, and that's how it is.
Well, I got one when I came. It wasn't the one I was supposed to have. And the whole file came. It was confirmed. He had the file. And it was the most serious operation I've ever had in my life. And he says to me, how do you know you had that? And I'm going, what? He says, don't you understand the question? I said, no, the question's stupid. How do I know I went through a very serious operation? Because I was there. They're stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know the exact details of what was done while I was out, but I know what I had done. And it's just,
Mm,
that's ridiculous.
mm.
I thought it was a trick question, right? It's to see if you're awake, It was a serious question. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. I got a question for Mrs. Magpie. How come you say,
Sure.
how come she's saying on the weekend when Sunday is the beginning of the week? Huh? How come?
Mm. But anyway, yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody. Fun
Mhm.
bank holiday. I'm not sure if it's a bank holiday for everyone worldwide, but I do know the UK, they celebrate the May weekend.
I want to work in a bank in the UK. I mean, Monday, let's have a bank holiday. It's Monday. And now let's have Tuesday off to get over Monday. They're always on holiday.
Now, Blackwatch, can I ask you on the straight up, right? Do you know anything about the celebrations of May weekend, May Day, and stuff like that?
the the Spanish call it Cinco de Mayo, do they not? The 5th of May.
Okay, that's the
Cinco
5th
de
of May.
Mayo. May Day's always been
Okay,
the celebration of the coming of May. I guess life,
yeah.
the return of life from the winter. Um, What do you mean specifically?
Well, the learnings that I'm getting is more of like a sexual season. Yeah, when women are most prone for sexual activities or
Yeah.
something to men.
Hey,
And
Skeeter. Yeah, I know what
what?
you mean. I mean, it could be that from the animal thing of breeding, when they come into it, I don't know. Um,
Mm,
Animals are their gestation, except for an elephant, gestation period is very short compared to human. You know,
mm,
humans being 9 months. I think elephants are like 12 or 14 month gestation.
mm.
So I don't know. I oh god, I thought it was always the bringing of life, return of spring, and everything. I don't know.
Well,
But a
one
lot of
thing that I'm noticing about cats, yeah, is like cats at the moment, they've got their young, and female cats are out hunting, whilst male cats are looking for the females because they want to mate again.
I don't know. That's kind of a sensory thing, right? The smell and like you say. Hi, Skeeter. Enjoyed your live the other night.
Hey, Scooter.
Even though I called him Scooter or something. Sorry about that.
Babette. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Babette, my darling. Hey, Babette. It's a nice one to rewind and watch from the beginning, I think. What would you say, Black Watch?
I'm sorry, I missed part of that. What?
It's been a nice stream this morning. Going checking out the river and the dam.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
It's nice to
yeah,
be able to walk out your front door and go somewhere.
yeah.
So
Again, you've seen my surroundings. Like I've got great surroundings, haven't I?
if I'd driven, I tried to drive a tractor trailer.
Do you get me? Yeah, like with like a quad or an inflatable dinghy or a horse or a donkey or something, like get around this place, like it'd be fun, or an electric motorbike or something like that. It'd be fun to get around this place a lot easier
Yeah. I
because
don't
the
know.
dog, the dogs yeah, the dogs will run for miles for like yeah for as long as they can walk for they'd run for that then and they'd prefer to be running chasing things. You get me? Yeah.
I'm just going to make a coffee, Steve.
Oh, happy days. Get on it.
Wake up.
Get on it. We've been walking up along the river and checked out the not the waterfalls, but dams. They look like water. Yeah. And I sat around, rolled a couple of joints. And I generally just took in some fresh air and had a really peaceful time. Blackwatch came up on panel. We started chatting away. Bare Bones came in, said he was going live. We went over to Bare Bones, but he's on a short live, so we came back and continued. Ms. Magpie's warned us that she's not going to be live over the weekend, probably due to what is it, refurbishing of the floor, reflooring the floor. Yeah, yeah, Babbitt. Do a scenery comparison. Happy days. With driving his tractor, like put up mount the phone so you get a good view. I'm glad to hear you having fun and getting out there, Babbitt. You get me, yeah? Sounds like you're having fun. And oh, you going live on Facebook tonight? Wow. I do Facebook, but you know I don't. I've never seen anybody else's live. I did. I think I've been live twice on Facebook. Uh, Facebook is funny for me. Years ago, I used to have thousands of friends. You know, like everybody and anybody that I met at parties and festivals, I had them all, and then I deleted them all. And uh, I keep deleting people, and some people keep finding me back, and happy days. Hello, Marika. Hello. What are you saying? You're not catching any turtles? No, any birds? Hello, singular. Hi. 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 Well, it's midday. And, Chris, Chris, what? Where are you?
I'm making a coffee.
I know you're making coffee. I called him for Grizzles. Grizzles is out there, I think, and the neighbor's dogs are barking at him. I think that's cool, Babbitt. Twenty 2024. Wow. From 2023 to 2024. Wow. Well, somewhere along the line, yeah, from the bits of education I be absorbing, May is the same is a time like Halloween when the dimensions between different places, yeah, of the spiritual world and stuff like that, are is thinner. When we're at the closest to something, can't remember. It's quite funny how I uh, remember bits of information and not all of it.
You Skeeter off? Is it? Oh, I don't know. What did I meant? Goodbye, Scooter. If you laughed, I don't know. Cheers.
Oh,
You should jump on panel sometime, Scooter. I get tired of hearing my own voice. Apparently, so do other people.
Grizzles. I hope he hasn't gone round the corner for
Oh, jeez. Wow. About that, a
Hey,
lot of
Babette,
today.
how you been getting on with that chai tea, Babette? Did you how you been getting on with the chai tea?
Tai Chi? I don't know.
Chai tea.
I thought you said Tai Chi.
No, I said chai tea.
Oh, sorry. A lot of today's tractors have GPS. I mean, they're computer driven. You know, you just pull a lever and away you go. Drives itself. As I understand it.
No. Grizz. Where is he, Captain? Babette, I found a song. I put it up on my community page. I think you might like it.
If you can find it, I couldn't.
No GPS on the farm tractor or the excavator. Not yet. No sat nav needed. Where is Grizzles? I bet. No, he's not where I thought he was. Yeah, mommy cat. Yeah, mommy cat. Yeah. I know. But where's Grizzles? I'm not looking for either of you cats. I'm looking for Grizzles. Yeah, but it's Grizzles I want. He's not under there. So he definitely is upsetting those dogs over there. We got a happy camper. We got somebody camping over the ways at night time, and he puts his power packs on charge here during the day, and leaves his tent and stuff here during the day. Yep, that's wise camping. That is. Look at this for a home greeting. The kittens are coming out to say hello. Hello, babies. Hi, babies. All right, babies. Hi. Hi, babies. Hello. Good morning. Hi. Hello, mommy. Typical mommy's girl. Hello, Grizzles. Welcome home. Grizzles is back. See that? Just in time. If I get him on, look at him with the babies. He's never kissed the babies yet, but he is now. He's saying hello now. Is that your babies, Grizzles? Is that your babies? The first time going to pool in the water? Yeah. The black one got a wet foot. Oh, look at Stripes. Hello, Stripes. Hello, Stripes. Meow. Stripes. That's what Miss Magpie calls you. Stripes. Hello, Stripes. Hello, Stripes. Hi. Hello, Punk. Hello, Punk. Hello, Punky. Hello, Punk girl.
Oh, must be morning.
This one's handsome. Mommy played a joke on you. Yeah, mommy played a joke on you. Look at you, Zoo down there, and she's up there. The bitch. Hey, she teaching you to climb. Wow, look at that. Wow, first one down was black. First one up's a black. Mommy's girl. Where's that a boy? Okay, mommy, you clean him, pin him. Oh, that's a boy. That's two boys up there with her. You can hear me okay, Black Watcher?
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's because I'm not plugged in.
That could
The minute
be.
I plug in, the minute I plug in to charge up, the sound will go distorted, probably.
Yeah, seems to do that.
Hmm.
I guess it's the EMF interference in the handset. I think by now they'd make it a little better, to stop that, but get what you pay for, I guess. It's one thing I can't understand, Steve. $1,200 to $1,500 for a phone to buy. It's ridiculous.
There's 7 kittens, get her. 7 kittens. Yeah, 3 black ones, 1 patchy one, and 3 kind of stripy, tabby ones. Yeah. Yow.
Oh, boy. Do you sleep through the night? What you call, get up in the morning and you sleep at night? Wish I could. I wish I could do that.
Yeah. I might wake up a couple of times, go for a piss, relight my joint.
Yeah.
Mm. But that's more like I've had a good sleep and then I'm waking up then, do you get me? Yeah, and I could get up. Yeah, but yeah, out of being me, I go back to sleep, smoke a
Yeah.
joint, go back to sleep.
Been so long since I could do that. Is what it is.
Yeah, third one to get in the puddle in the bowl. One's still in there the longest. That one's still stood in there. Oh, she's out now. No, she's still okay. She's out now. That's funny.
Well, there's no one else I swear. Hold the candle anywhere next to you. Mhm. My mind keeps recreating. My resistance ain't that strong.
Hello, babies.
I caught that, Scooter. Thank you very much. I got the notification. Life with you alone. Yeah, I was considering doing a live. I had a friend that monitors chat, but nobody was going to want to hear it, so whatever. None of that ever changed. But I did have a thought, Steve,
Did it hurt?
immensely, so I stopped. uh, I thought I could do a reaction channel, and I kind of start with you in that dress, and we could kind of have a group meeting about, whether or not it was fashionable. What do you think? You know, go around the internet, look for men on with dresses on or something to critique their fashion choices. Oh, good. Skeeter, are you any closer to getting your vehicle fixed? Skeeter is having vehicle issues.
Oh,
Yes, it doesn't work. Hit no go. I'm going to sell my car to a scrapper. It's done too, Skeeter. Can't afford it anymore. And the days of me working on a car are long gone. Do we lose Mrs. Magpie? Is she off?
Yeah, Ms. Magpie's busy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she got things to get on doing.
Yeah. Got to get back to the slave line. No doubt. 11 o'clock there. Lunchtime. Yeah, 11:34. Yeah.
Well, this is pretty amazing, right? Naturally, yeah. Well, it's weird because the three black ones have gone over to the mother, and yet the three tabbies are away from the mother, and the three tabbies are crying because they want their mammy, but the black ones have got their mammy. The tabbies have to go over and find their mammy. One of the black ones came over to guide the black. To look, this is beautiful. This one came over to guide them. Like, what are you crying about? Yeah, her mom's over here.
No one
That's proper food.
else.
Now here comes the original one that disturbed the peace in the first place, crying up there on his own. Now he's up there on his own again.
I found a very funny live to watch, Dave.
Yeah.
And okay, shoot me. I don't care. The fellow I didn't get along went on a podcast. The guy in the Ozark Mountains. Oh my God, Steve, I'm telling you, it's people are so serious with it. I found the guy hilarious. Him trying to solve the world's problems, right? With oh, good.
I had to help him crying on his own like that.
What are you going to do with them when it's like 12 weeks or 14
Carried
weeks?
him to the various people. Oh, well, we got Sketter back panel. Cool. Well, what we'll do
Hey,
is
how
we'll
you
carry them.
everybody doing?
Yeah, Sketter. Yeah, glad to
How,
have you on, buddy.
how you doing, Steve?
We're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what. It's being on live is way different than being out on this world, man. These people out in the world is crazy anymore, you know.
Oh yeah, I know.
And when I used to when I was growing up and younger. Out in Ohio, me and my wife joined a clown group. That's why in my lives I'm goofy and then I'm serious at some points, and then I get funny. It's all part of being in the clown group. I used to be a DJ and a radio jock, so that kind of helps me out a lot being on camera.
Yeah.
And but being in the military helps my outdoors, being in survival modes and stuff. But once I get my vehicle started and get it fixed, trust me, I'm going to have so many videos out there it's not even funny. But
Yeah.
mostly I'll be out doing hikes, backpacks, fishing trips. I got a canoe trip coming up next year. Um,
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be some fun stuff and a lot of entertainment. My lives, I try to be serious, but I love to be funny and entertain people,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping that will build an awesome views. Well, actually, not views, but followers.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's no
Yeah.
joke. The hardest part, what's that? What's that?
I
I
was just saying
I
happy
don't think it
days.
was anybody.
Hope to be on the travels with you.
Yeah.
I missed part of that.
No, Steve says happy days a lot, which means good. You know, it's a good thing.
Oh, thank you. Um, but yeah, I do my best, and I came out. I started in 2024 of the year, beginning of the year, and I had no idea how to work a camera. Why I did it, I don't know, but I just threw up my Skeeter's first video, and they just picked up after the second video I came out with, and I was just like, okay, well, I guess how am I gonna come up with a name? So I kept watching everybody that does the outdoors, and what they talk about all the time. What's the pestering bug ever? Skeeters. So that's how I came up with my name, Skeeter, because everybody talks about Skeeters. So
No.
I typed it up, make sure that nobody else took that name, and nobody had it. So I took it, and I stuck with it.
It's pretty hard to be unique. I mean, you know, like 400 million channels or whatever it is.
Right, and I searched it, and nobody had just Skeeter. So
I grew up calling mosquitoes. You always said the damn skitters, you know, it's mosquitoes.
right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I hear people say skeet.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means, but okay. And then a lot of people come up to me and go, Skeeter on my, and I'm like, no. That's not what it means. Why I took Skeeter, Skeeter on my Peter. That's not happening. That's a song. You know what I mean? I don't want to take after a song.
Well, you
But-
know, you go, the practice for duck hunting. There's skeeters that shoot out of those clay things. They shoot out of the air. Skeet shooting.
Right. I got you. Maybe that's probably what they're talking about. Skeet.
Yeah. Like in a duck blind, everybody stands up and.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really run across that.
The thing I couldn't stand is when I did my bush camp. I don't know if you went back and watched that Black Watch, but my bush camp, when I did my first short on that, in an hour I got 1.k views in an hour.
Oh, there's a lot of like deer camps, bush camp. There's a lot of the southern states in particular. And
But what made me mad the most is these darn kids around here, man. They destroy something that they can't. There's plenty of area up there. Anybody can go there, pitch a tent, pitch a hammock. If you don't have either one of them, get into the lean-to. I built the lean-to so I could do my live YouTube videos at bush camp. And these darn kids went up there and just toilet paper and destroyed it.
That's all. Every generation has had the destructive teens. I can remember. They always, the ones that got pleasure out of destroying.
Right.
They always were there. Which were a pain, but it's like graffiti and everything. Angry kids.
Well, I went up a week after I put the plastic on it, and when I went back up there, this 19-year-old kid, he's a little slow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes no darn sense to carry a gun. He was carrying a 22 high sniper on it.
Yeah.
Okay, we, me and Buck, with the other guy from PA Wild Boys, we were up at our camp up on that ledge. This
Right.
guy was down below, and he saw. I know darn well he saw Buck's tent,
Yeah.
and he shot up the bank. And if a tree widened 3 feet from me to my left, I would have been shot.
Yeah, I know that it's, and I hate to say it, but correct me if I'm wrong. I would imagine drinking and drugs are involved too.
Well, it's like this. If assholes could fly, man, it'd be one heck of an airport.
Yeah. I don't know. There'll always be the ones to destroy.
I don't understand it. Why? I mean, me, if I came across that, I would have took pictures, scoped it out, check it out, see how it was built,
Yeah.
and then go somewhere else and try to build one.
Yeah.
Not to destroy something that somebody already did it, and because, oh, it's here, it's a place to go party. Man, this world, I don't know, man. This world's crazy anymore.
No, it's always. I remember growing up. There was. They must have been renting a house. Every odd house was detached. In the city. And
Right.
back in
This
the
is
day,
a pipe, by the way. This is a smoking pipe. It's not I won't do that online.
well, whether sometimes you do it, but back in the old days when you had the milk delivery and you had the bottles, so the old bottles, and women would always put it out for the milkman. Little tickets and change, and
Right.
I'd come home to my mom and say, "I got $2. You've been out with Johnny Savage again, haven't you? Go take the money back."
Right.
My point is, there was always the kids. There's always the negative ones. Just, and I felt for him. He was taking his life out on everybody else growing up, and it's sad, but it's a part of life.
Right.
And I don't believe in guns, but I've kind of told the story, Skeeter. Like, my dad died, and I stayed away from my mom. But can you fix the pump? It just got easier to live there. And June the 30th, I forget what year. I went out for a cigarette, kind of put the porch light on, and went outside, and I didn't turn it off. And she was already in bed. She must have been 90 by then. And the doorbell rang. And she put in a new door, the transients to the left and right with the roses you can hardly see through. Here's this guy with a red baseball cap and a plastic bag. And I thought, this isn't going to be good. So I'm trying to figure what to do, phone the police. And she came down, distracted me. It was hardwood floors. I had bare feet. And I opened the door a bit. Then I slammed it, with my foot as I started. In comes a gun. Point is, if I had a Glock, I would have emptied it to protect her, So you do have those moments where you did wish you owned a gun. I had knives in that closet every day since, but yeah, sometimes you just have to be that way. You just have to. That was a so-called safe neighborhood too. But I don't know. It's just the way it is. I don't know.
This crazy phone of mine, I'm about ready to throw it over a cliff.
I've heard that before. Everybody that owns a phone, and I don't, not a mobile phone.
Yeah, you guys were talking about how much it costs for a cell phone out there. It's like $50 to $100 to get a phone out here.
No, I mean, like I had the advertisement, on the website. We have
Oh, okay.
I have Bell, not Bell Alliance, Bell East, Bell South. It's Bell Canada. Here's a phone, $350 or something. So I phoned them up. I said, I don't want to pay you 3 times what something's worth. How much do to buy the phone.
Right.
$1,250. I said, you're out of your mind.
That is ridiculous.
And then some are 1,500 or up past that. You know, it's like anything else when you rent a washing machine that's $400. By the time you pay for it, it's $1,600. You know, I'm not doing that.
Wow.
It's about 3 to 4 times when you pay it on time. But anyway, and there's nothing to them. Technology alone is nothing. It's nothing. No. But yeah, that's what it cost out here. That's what it cost out here.
Right. Now you guys, what? You guys are in Spain, right?
No, I'm in Canada. He's in Spain.
Oh, you're in Canada.
I'm just north of, as you said, Ohio. More or less. North.
What part of Canada are you from?
Southwest Ontario. You know.
Oh, I was there when I was a kid, young.
Yeah. Whatever young is anymore, it's relevant, isn't it?
How is old Canada?
Pardon?
I said, how's old Canada doing?
It's just as screwed up as down there. You know,
Isn't it amazing how you're from Canada, I'm from the U.S., and he's from Spain? That's cool.
I worked in this in 1984. This existed. Just it was different. The internet,
Right.
like to talk like this, it existed. I worked for an aircraft company and they'd connect to England for the air show. But it was one-on-one, you know what I mean? It wasn't invite your friends over.
Right.
So it did exist. The internet, the concept is, they just had another name for it, that's all. It's one thing.
Yeah, I bet it gets pretty hot out there, Steve.
Oh, yeah. It does.
Because yesterday I got 89 here yesterday. Whew.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. I was out painting my fence, and my wife came out and she says, "Hey, you realize it's 89 degrees out here?" I said, "Well, at least I know the paint will dry."
You're in Pennsylvania, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tilly, yeah, I guess it is kind of hot out there. You know, the Carolinas is hot, you know, and Texas and Florida and Georgia and I don't know. I think it's going to be a hot summer all around.
I think we're going to have a drought this summer.
Yeah, that could be. That could be.
Because it's been a while since we ever had a drought.
Yeah.
Of course, I do remember 79 on Easter we had a blizzard.
Yeah. I don't mind 2 or 3 weeks of hot, you know, like a spell. But when it goes like a month and 2 months, oh, it's miserable.
Oh man, I'd be in heaven out here because I'm in outdoors. You know, I do outdoors. I'd be in heaven then.
Yeah.
Cold weather is hard on me, man. Cold winter camping is very hard. I tried the beginning of the year and it's like I wasn't even prepared for it. So I was like, maybe this winter coming, I'll do a couple of them. You know.
What part of America? Oh, that had a question. He's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, see, I can't see chat. I don't know how to go back to the chat without jumping off of this.
Well, we answered it. You're in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. You can see the chat because I can't see it.
No, I got it popped out.
Oh, okay.
On its own window, kind of, because it's hard for me to see too.
Yeah.
One thing I found about Pennsylvania, I used to drag race in the
Oh,
90s.
no kidding.
So I go, you know, trailer it and go down through a lot of time in Jersey. But one thing I found, the northern part of New York State into Pennsylvania, those roads, the toll roads are crap.
Oh yeah. Oh, I went when I did my Ohio road trip. Coming back, I was dead stop for like 25 minutes and construction.
Oh yeah, there's always that in the summertime.
And thank God it wasn't hot at that time because that would have been a scorcher.
That was back in the day, but what it reminded me, because they're toll roads, right? Every few
Right.
months. Oh, there was an abandoned airstrip of concrete all busted up. That's what the highways are like. But
Roads are terrible, man. There's a lot of places. Ohio's the worst.
yeah, oh, it was bad too in around Columbus, and I went. There was the wife talked me into a show dog in the '80s, believe it or not, and the co-breeder was double wide in Ohio. And then we went down to Columbus. We left here with winter jackets on. By the time we hit Columbus, you could have walked around naked. It was so hot. You know, really. They looked at. They didn't have to look at the license plate. You know, they're Canadian, probably. You know, like just about passing
Right.
heat. But yeah, I guess that was in April or something. Can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I was telling Steve that I made you one of my mods in my live.
Yeah, I remember. Stuart came in, did he not? Stuart,
Yeah, Stuart popped in too.
yeah. I mean, where do you come up with whispering fish? But whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's why I looked at his channel and I'm like, huh?
He's in Northeast Scotland. That's what I put. Wendy is his, I think his wife now. I think they got married. When I got in there, they were just getting engaged. I don't always make it to his, you know, because he goes late there and I have to sleep when I have to sleep, you know, but he's a good guy. I enjoy him.
Yeah, hey, you guys came on and supported me through my lives, and you know,
You know,
I appreciate every little bit of help from everyone and everybody that subscribed to me and follow me. You know, a lot of people like, when are you going to show us how to build a fire and show us how to do survival things? It's coming, you know what I mean? Once the vehicle's fixed, oh man. But parts are getting ordered today, so that's a good thing.
I could see the outdoors because, you know, there was, my dad was an only child, but my mom was one of six. And then her father died. Mom remarried. There's six more. Very good.
Oh, wow.
But the thing is, you know, the outdoors thing. I remember one of my uncles, you know, we go visit him and he had like a shed type of thing for a kennel. He'd go out and get a shotgun, take the dogs out, go into the woods and hunt. But some of this, how can I put it? There's some people I met about survival, and it's just like the stories are unbelievable. You know,
Right.
there's the extreme, I guess I'm talking about the extreme side of it. Like there was one, believe it or not, and it was a serious broadcast. There's one guy that doesn't like me. Clearly, there's a few that don't like me. But you listen to him, Skeeter, and he's talking about surviving a nuclear winter. I thought, I don't think you survive. Yeah, you know, a nuclear
You're
winter.
not going to survive that. If you survive a nuclear winter, you better be underground or in a cave.
Oh, Babette, no, I had friends when I drag raced, they go to their trunk and they have a target pistol in there. You have to be licensed. They're not illegal, but you have to be licensed for firearms. She's just asking about firearms in Canada. At least in Ontario, you have to be licensed. A CCW, very few get that.
Right.
Very few here. I remember Boeing bought the company. And you know what Boeing's like in Seattle. Well, their vice president of security is like they have their own police force, they have their own stoplight. 2 stretch limousines came up. All these guys get out and go around the one, him, just to show off. But you could tell they had a weapon under their suit coat. That was clear. I didn't know. I guess they came in, with the appropriate licenses, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
see in America, if you carry a medical card like I got,
Right.
um, I got mine through the VA to the military, and thank God for that. But you can't carry an arm. You can't have a permit to carry if you have a medical card. Now, how crazy is that?
You could see that. I mean, it's kind of,
That's the same way the other way. If you have a permit to carry, you can't get your medical card. It's weird.
but when, like, we're highly influenced by the British here. There's no doubt. You know,
That's why a lot of people ask me if I carry when I go out by myself, and I say the only thing I carry is my knife because I have the medical card.
yeah. Well, just, I hear the talk now, and this guy's in the Ozarks, no doubt, close to Little Rock. And you hear him talk, and it's just like, what? You know what I mean? Like, he's talking, it was funny. He says, I got a story about Walmart. And they're talking this, whatever they talk. And then he says, what about the story? So he says there was this 4 foot wide woman or something, right? And hit his cart. Point is, I was ready for him to pop the woman, right? He's carrying a fighting knife and probably a 45, right? And I'm thinking, this is not the person you want shopping next to you, right? Like,
Right.
like you got a problem, bang, no more. Like I make fun of it, Skeeter, I do. But there's a seriousness side of it. I love accents, just so you know. We can all say the same thing, but not in the same way. The Scottish
Right.
accent, the English, the Southern. There's a woman I go to, she's in Nashville. She's 30, going to be 40. She's always going to be with her mom, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And I tell her, how did you get hooked up with the New York Mafia? I'm from down south. I don't know what you're talking about. Forget about it. And it's a very endearing accent, even though I joke about it
Right.
because it's just, the same thing in different ways, the different cultures. But there's some people should not be carrying weapons.
Tell me about it. Like that 19-year-old almost shot me. He carries a 30-06, a shotgun, a 9 millimeter, a 22. This kid carries these guns of 19 years old and shoots them anywhere. Just
Uh,
towards the school, the city, everything. And I don't understand it.
no, this is just, it just, have you ever
It doesn't make no darn sense to give somebody.
have you ever,
Oh,
have you ever heard on the internet called swatting?
mm-hmm.
I watched one live, and
It's almost like Boondock, ain't it?
well, the guy's, he's got about 390 some odd thousand sub. Even how many are active, I don't know. But anyway, and it's computer stuff and things like that. And there's little squirrels. And then somebody puts in the chat, this is a few years ago, there's something going on with your, I don't know, Twitter or something. So I know what he's running for security passwords, never been hacked. But anyway, he says, that's funny, I reset it. Then something else, he keeps resetting things. Then all of a sudden you hear the helicopters and the squad cars. Somebody boned in. I got my wife in the backyard and I got a shotgun. I just shot her. Like it's him. And he kept the camera, the kind of like a GoPro personal mic.
That's insane.
Oh, you should have seen it. It was ridiculous.
That is insane. And he was recording it?
Yeah, but he had the mic on him. He still had the mic on it. The cameras are running inside the house. His wife worked. He did it. He's an MSP, Microsoft Service Provider, so he works from home. And he was in the kitchen, which he since left his wife. But anyway, you should have heard the cops. get down, but I don't get down. The SWAT teams. And the funny thing was, he recorded it all and went to the captain, it was Glendale, Arizona. Anyway, they revamped their SWAT tactics now because of it. He said, don't you know what online swatting is? They didn't have a clue. But it's disturbing to watch, them come in. It was, well, I understand they got to take it seriously.
Right.
Got to take the call seriously, because I've had episodes with that too. An angry woman that decides you're not pissed off enough. I'm going to tell them that you're beating me, But yeah, it was. But apparently they know now. So if he gets a call to go to there, with that name, it's a hoax, right? But at the time, it was very disturbing.
Yeah, it would be to me too. I mean, even if I was stoned, and that would be like, what?
But you could hear the cops saying to them, get up, put your hands on, put it on the ground. You can just imagine them sitting on them, right, with a shotgun behind them. But that was something else to watch that live.
Wow.
I remember I got a
Yeah.
I got a
Go ahead.
One time I got a video stuck. I couldn't get it public. They're playing around. I couldn't see the buttons and everything like that. And all of a sudden I filled in the blanks, checked the boxes. All of a sudden I was live. And I go, oh shit, hi. Hi.
Yeah, I did. I did that too. I went and uploaded I was uploading a video on YouTube, and I didn't realize that I went live too. I was like, what? It was Premiere, I was like, okay, this is different, because that was all new to me,
Yeah.
So I just went live for a few minutes and see how things went, and that's when I hooked up my laptop and my camera system.
Well,
Realized that
some of the people I know, because I never did it, I don't have mods or whatever, they go, hi, I'm glad you went live. I'm looking at the thing going, I am? I'm like, stop this thing. And no, Babette, I don't have a firearm. I know a lot of retired police sergeants. I could have got one. I can get one illegally, a couple of $1,000. I just don't.
you used to be a police officer?
Oh, I know a lot of police. I knew a lot of police.
Yeah, I know a couple of them too.
We had a performance shop that I worked under the table at. The divorce and everything goes in the jobs, and they were really good with the police, because when they did a tour of the industrial thing, they spent extra time on your unit, right? They take another look. So we used to have Christmas parties with cards and no liquor. So the police would stop in, uniform or otherwise. As soon as you locked the doors to play poker, they'd leave, But I knew a lot of sergeants, and the greatest thing about my career, from constable to sergeant for 20 years sergeant, I never unholstered my gun, other than target practice. I never took my gun out, and they thought that was the greatest thing of their career.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you receive a reward?
No, not me. That was them. That was they thought that's the greatest thing of their career. They never unholstered their weapon. It was always in their holster. They never. The difference here, it's they had 38s, and I remember an episode where somebody stole a snowplow, and the guy was killed. He had a 38. The point was they gave him Glocks after that, but there's a leather strap over the top of the weapon, and it loops around. It's not like, I remember I thought we were going through Windsor and all this area. We were going to the States. I was at the back of a van sleeping, and I thought, I got to get out and change my money, right?
Right.
Change. We were in Buffalo on a bridge, and I got out and started to run. Right across on the sidewalk was a United States border. He had that thing pointed at my head. Ended up running back in the van. My point was that their guns just hang out there. They might have a loop over part of it, of leather. That's it. They're hanging out there on their hip.
That's crazy.
Oh, it was like I'm staring at this gun. This guy's, what? I ran and jumped back in the van. But yeah, you can get them. You can get firearms. It's just
Hey, Blackwater, or Blackwatcher, you guys having um, any problems getting sugar in?
sugar. No, actually, we have trouble with salt. Sugar, like 5 pound bag. Well, it's 2 kilogram. That's about 4.4. It's 5 pound bag. They seem not to have any problem.
Yeah, U.S. is or East Coast is we're out of sugar and salt because of Baltimore.
Oh yeah, the port. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all gonna be out of sugar for a while and salt because that shipment that was coming through there, that's where we were getting all our sugars that were coming through Baltimore.
Yeah, Babette said she relies on Baltimore too.
Yeah, I tell you, they just found another body.
Oh, I know there was 5.
It was 4 they found, but they just found another one.
Yeah. Yeah, on the East Coast. She's on the East. There was a time, sugar wasn't bad, but the box of salt with the little metal clip, like spout.
Yep.
Like I grew up, it was always there. Well, my son-in-law and daughter do the shopping. It just works. And I said, I need salt. So I put stuff on the fridge and, I got to go. Okay, bye. I'm going, where's the salt? I'm looking for the box. And this was like a 2-inch diameter by about 5 inches. There was like a black canister with a very thin pull top. And
Right.
It was salt. And there was a time, like the pepper and salt shakers, that's all they had, the little cardboard one.
Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah.
The salt was a problem. Now it's back to the boxes. First time I ever saw them.
Are they in the boxes or are they round like U.S.?
No, the salt, like the rectangular box, it's about 1.5 inches deep and about 4 inches across and 5 inches tall. It has a little metal spout you pull out.
Okay.
Cheap
Yeah,
spout.
here we have the round ones.
Oh, well, no, we didn't. This was just like sugar was Atlantic or Redpath, with 1 or 2 companies all the time. So
Right.
it's still that, but the salt was always Sifto or something like that, and it was no problem. Like, why would you buy these little cardboard shakers? That's stupid.
Right.
Well, that's all there is on the shelf. Now it seems to be back to, what I grew up with.
Right.
Redpath and Atlantic sugar was there in the 50s. Was always there.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. I guess Baltimore is going to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of shortage because that Baltimore is on the East Coast that's our shipment on the East Coast.
Well, I know a lot of like Cleveland is with because if you know the Gordon Lightfoot, the thing, the wrecking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. So there's all these, the Cleveland, all the steel town, Pittsburgh, and all that. But I didn't know Baltimore was so much for,
Yeah, they can't even move that shipment boat right now. If they move that off, it's sitting on a sand belt right now, and if they move that ship, that they said that ship's going to sink. That's going to be a problem right there.
I bet talking about stocking up. I remember here when it first hit, and all the panic, and eBay. It was true. about 6 rolls of toilet paper. They wanted $53 of it. They took it off of eBay. Toilet paper. People were going crazy for toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first thing was like toilet. Yeah. You know, buy 100 cartons of toilet paper. You know, like why am I? Spend all your
Yeah.
money.
A lot of our shelves are going to be empty because of Baltimore.
You know, one thing I found here, not so much now, but there's a time, cough syrup, you know, the pharmacies. And there's
Yeah.
the one he gets now, it's a little larger bottle, but it's got like menthol or eucalyptus. That's all there is still. It's well, my point is, when I grew up, there was Benylin cough syrup, like a cherry flavor, and it had codeine, you know, and that's what I want for an adult. It's not there, Scooter. It's not. That's all there is. It's either that or nothing. And it's
Is
not
your is your cost of food going up there?
cost a what?
Cost of food.
Oh my God. Yes.
I never ever seen a half a gallon of milk here, $4.29
Yeah.
for a half a gallon.
Yeah.
That's more than our gas is $3.79 at some places, and milk is more than gas. That is ridiculous.
Well, you got to understand here, metric
That's an expensive cow.
the metric system here is relatively new, but we had the quarts and gallons, but they were imperial quarts and gallons, much bigger than yours. An imperial gallon was far bigger than a U.S. gallon. So,
Right.
you know, I remember the day they were going to shift to metric, and you know, a service station would close priced in gallon.
Right.
Next morning it was liters. So I couldn't get it that night or something. So I go into where I always go, South Serve, you know. I'm looking at 137 a liter. I thought, you son of a bitch, because I could convert it to gallon. And the guys are there, you know, the men are doing and talking and these metric things. I said, you know what, you're paying a gallon, don't you? He says, yeah, well, I didn't get in here yesterday. I said, no, this is how much it is. He said, what? I said, you don't think they're not going to take advantage of not knowing to jack the price up? You know, it's ridiculous. I think it's $2 and something, 260, 240 a liter. That's less than one of your quarts.
I'll tell you, cost of living is just it's hard on a lot of people today.
No, I'm sorry. It's about 150, 160 a liter now. It's, wow. I mean, I remember I didn't have a grandfather, but my godfather's father had a Texaco station across the street from Bowling. And I started to pump gas in my godfather's when I was 11.
Right.
I can remember regular fire cheap, you know, not Sky cheap, Texaco, regular fuel, 13.4 cents a gallon being on the meters, you know.
Right.
And then the trucks come in and you got to go on top and make sure they had 7,000, they were carrying 49,000 gallons. And you check that they're full, you know, before they pump it into the ground.
Right.
Gas. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you take lunch meat, say shaved ham, of course, it's more expensive for roast beef. And so
Right.
3/8 of an inch thick, either side, split in half. 3/8 cents here, 3/8. That's $16.
Holy cow.
Yeah. The meat is the worst. It's got to be a holy cow that you have to pray for.
Right.
But if you know, it's there was a time iceberg lettuce, $4.99 a head, and this is local, Skeeter. The farms
That's
are only like two hours away. This is all local stuff. It's ridiculous. It's you know, I was married 22 years. I kind of, you know, the children, the whole thing. I've been through most of it. This is inconceivable.
Yeah, May 24th of this year, I'll be married 27 years with my wife.
Yeah, it was. Well, I never made it. That was another story. Should have ended 10 years before. It should have been either talk or
Right.
um, communication. If you're not talking about whatever you have to talk about, might as well throw the towel in.
Right.
But I mean, personally, a lot of guys say, "Well, she's the mother of my children." I don't go for that. That was true, but she gave me a lot. She gave me it's had its time. That was over 31 years ago now. That's been a long time. So I wish you luck with that. Well, your wife said, "I'm in charge. He does what I want."
Yeah, but when she pops on my live, I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. But rate though, between 1 and 10, what do you think I should just keep doing what I'm doing and be myself, or should I like tone down the funniness on my live shows?
Well, first of all, it's a mute question. You got to be yourself. But there's something in my life, Skeeter, where a man looks at you and says it's not going to go away. So
Right.
I kind of looked at myself. I kind of told the story about Blacklock because they think they know. Um, I did security. I know how these things work, and I had
Right.
videos. I had everything, every one of them, one after another. I couldn't get into YouTube. The record corrupted. So this was my last go. So I opened it up and said, I'm going to start a new one. This is it. So I typed watch and I looked at it and I thought, I need a color. What's my favorite color? And I created this.
Yeah.
The point is, it became a mirror, just like Steve. How was the chances of running into someone with mirror? And I had to look at myself. I didn't like it, but that's all I got.
Right.
So I wasn't.
Well, he caught my eye just because he was, I always catch people if they're outdoors
Yeah.
walking or hiking, and
Yeah.
that day that Mira was walking, and well, Steve was walking, so it caught my eye, so I just started watching him, and then I just subscribed to him, and that just took off from there.
There's a tremendous amount of drama out there.
Oh man, that drama and scammers, a
Yeah.
lot of scammers, man.
But I mean, the one thing I found, Skeeter, nobody likes the truth. So I'm banned. I lost count at 18 channel because it's kind of said, yeah, but you said this. Boom, you're gone. They don't want to look at their mirror, if you will. And we all have to do that. You don't like it, but every time now and again you look in your own life's mirror, and that's all you got. You got to be yourself.
And
don't-
something else too. If it ever has to get down to the part that everybody has to bug out, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I've heard it for 3 years, 4 years.
You always, no matter what, you got to have a backup plan. Being honest with you, bugging out if the shit hits the fan over here or up there in Canada, people are not going to be prepared for it.
Well,
And having a bug out bag ready, no matter which way you want to go, everybody thinks that they're going to just stay at home and live. Well, after 24 hours,
yeah.
what are you going to do after you run out of food at your house? You're going to have to go out and try to find food, and by the time you go out and look for food, everything's going to be raided.
I just kind of look at it this way: we're past that as a society, even to some remote areas. That's not possible. Like there's one guy that everybody met on. He took his channel down, I think. And I won't say the name. He was 29, 30 years old, and probably had attention deficit disorder. and his father was gone or divorced. I don't know, but he had a weapon. He's talking about Smith Wesson 60 caliber, had 9 walls of cinder block, and he says the bullet's still intact. I thought, for what? And he says, I'm going to take my pick-em-up truck, because I do this to piss him off. I'm going to take my pick-em-up truck. I'm going down to Walmart. I'm going to get a 30-liter bag. I'm going to put my shit in there. Then I'm going to take my shit and put it in my pick-em-up truck. Then I'm going to drive my pick-em-up truck and buck out. Does your pick-em-up truck run on water? Gas station. You know what I mean? I'm going, what do you, like, huh? But you always have gas, right? It runs on propane. And I think, I'm not going to, if I have to say that, I'm in the wrong crowd. You know, it's like, well, as long as I got 400 pounds of weapons, I'll always have gas. My truck will always run. It'd be like Mad Max, right? Waterworld.
Well, what are you gonna do when you run out of gas? You ain't gonna be able to carry all those weapons.
I've been in, like I said, I started pumping gas at 11. And I kind of know the way it works. But you ever go in a gas station, you go, what's wrong? I can't start it. Sorry, the hydro's out. No electricity. Duh, the pumps run on hydro. Now, if everybody bugs out, what's the chance you're going in and there's no gas, or there's, it's closed?
We already got warning that says, if they took out our power, our main power, that's going to lose not just gas stations, banks, anything that deal with electricity is going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So these people are saying that they go out and get gas and get money out of your account. Well, let me tell you, when the power goes, you ain't going to have shit. You gotta think then, what should you do?
Yeah.
Because after a week in your home, your place is going to get raided. Because everybody already done hit the stores, raided all the stores with food. If we even have food, because there's a shortage of food. But here again, you're only going to survive about a week or two in your home. And the time you leave your home to look for food, everything's done raided. If not, your home being broken into and get raided too. Because it's going to be a nightmare. I would not, if it got down to bugging out, I will take what I need the most, lock up. That's all you can do, and get to the woods. I'm going to the woods because, that's my training of being in the military. You come in the woods, that's my territory. Yeah,
but my point is this: it's not feasible. It's not.
I wouldn't. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, the idea, the concept of it, I get it. If I try to work it to that point with these people, these survivalists and everything like that, there's always their phone and it always works. Somehow it works. The assumption is they're going to have gas in the vehicle and they're going to have this phone. What?
That's why they came out with the solar panel.
Well, that might work. I mean,
because the solar panels, all you got to do is open them up where the sun is, and the sun actually charges your stuff. But what are you going to do when your cell phone run out of juice?
I'll give you a good look. There's about 2 people left out of the entire community, out of the one I ended up in, and the one guy's in Texas, and I like him, And the whole thing about the jab, right? I'm not going to the hospital. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to comply. And one day, his 27-year-old son, he went into diabetic shock. He didn't know what it was. Point to us, Skeeter, he didn't stay away from the hospital, did he? And they said if he waited another 12 hours, he would have been dead. This whole idea of, I don't need medical. What? There's always the assumption we can drive to the hospital, right? It's always the assumption.
What happened to Steve?
He goes to sleep. Steve goes siesta, as the vet said, the Spanish siesta.
Oh wait, he's 6 hours ahead of me, I think.
Yeah, about 6 hours. 6 hours past EDT. An hour ahead of GMT.
I think it's like 1:30 there. I think at his place, somewhere around between 1 or 2.
UK is 5 hours GMT. That's 5 hours advanced, and he's 6 hours advanced. So it'd be 7:30 in the morning, about 1:30 in the afternoon there.
That's what I thought.
Oh, he goes for little sleeps and that all the time. Just
You're what? You're an hour behind me, or same time?
Are you Central?
Yeah. Well, I'm Eastern. It's 7:29 here.
It's the same here.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
I thought it was later than 7:30 in the morning. God.
See, that's how you catch me live on Tuesdays easy, but Stewart, he's from Scotland,
Yeah.
so he's like 5 or 6 hours ahead of us too.
Scotland's
Well, time I go live, then it's like early in the morning for those guys.
Yeah. I used to know a couple, and where they lived was the line of GMT ran right through the town, which is another story. Apparently, they took off. That's what I don't get. They're not well. I'm saying anything going on. What's going on? What's going on?
Right.
Then I had this episode with somebody they knew in Australia. Now everybody's gone. I don't talk. They're not answering on band. I'm like, oh, good. I got rid of 174 channels after that. I just had it. I pick and choose. I'm very selective. I don't do the stupid, you know what I mean, the sheep thing.
Right.
The drama. The thing
Yeah,
where.
do you have Facebook?
No, I was going to get my daughter to set that up, and I'm glad I didn't.
I was gonna say you could catch me live tonight at 7. I'm doing a fishing trip tonight.
No, I only have you. I don't do them.
That's all right though. You still catch me on Tuesdays though.
Well, there was a guy in Sheffield. When at 9 years old, he tried to get on Britain Got Talent. He loves musical theater and that. He's about 21 now. But he used to go live 6 p.m. on Sunday, GMT. And I just watch it. And then I caught him on YouTube, but he hasn't been around for a long time. And I says, I went to go watch you, and I got to sign into Facebook. Why'd you do that? He said, I didn't do anything. Well, that was good old Mark Zuckerberg. You got to have an account to watch. So I forget it. I'm not creating an account. I just want
like this one guy I follow on YouTube. He does stealth camping and stuff. And he's a little goofy. He's a little goofy though, and he talks about chickens all the time. But
I'm reading chat about that. I'm reading chat. Sorry, I just thought I'd tell her I am reading chat. Eastern Standard. I pop out different windows. I have a desktop.
Yeah, I can't see chat, so if they are trying to say anything to me, I won't be able to see it.
No, that's because of the phones and that. Everybody here had a phone. I didn't want one. Now I can't use one. Can't see this damn thing anyway. But I don't know. I have a thing. I don't agree with your military. I don't agree where a young man at 18 has said, we want you to do stuff for us before you get stuff from us. I don't agree with that. You should not have to do it. Should be voluntary. You're not at war.
Yeah. And yeah, I went in after 9/11.
Oh yeah. I know a guy in Texas, like on that channel, and he was a commander in the UK. 9/11 hit, and they said, you got to go to the US. He became a commander in the US. He married a Texan lady, but he transferred from the UK to the US after 9/11. I remember that day. I know what I was doing. I don't know. It's a crazy world.
And we got to live in it, ain't it?
Yeah. But I don't agree with that. I don't. I ran into arguments, well, bad blood over the military. There's a friend involved, and I don't care if it was a friend or not. It was like a kangaroo court. I was in the 82nd Airborne, yeah, but you like fixing aircraft before, so you went into a couple of years. And if McDonald's pays me to clean their toilets, and Uncle Sam pays you to clean his latrines, we're both toilet cleaners, right? You were never in harm's way. My dad should have died, Skeeter, World War II.
Yeah, my grandfather's POW missing in action right now.
Yeah. But I mean, they're veterans to me.
Right.
Vietnam are veterans. It was a stupid war, but they're veterans.
Oh, any war. We shouldn't even been in any of them, really.
But I mean, somebody that goes in and plays with aircraft for a while and never see whatever, and I'm a vet, and you gotta apologize to me. Of course, he doesn't have that accent. That's the best one I can do.
I wish I could have worked on airplanes. Shit, I was infantry.
But I mean, the whole one guy took his channel down. I tried not, but he did. He folded, and I won't have anything to do with him, because what he said is, somebody who serves like that, combat things, I'm going to say thank you for your service. But if that same man says to me, kiss my ass, I'm not going to. But he did. Folded his channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I realize when you have a channel like YouTube, you basically have to go by their rules, and there's some things that you could get away with, or some things that you got to watch what you say. I learned that as I go. Like this last live I went, that's the first time I ever actually said any cuss words, like hell, shit. That's the first time, because once I received 100 subscribers, then everything unlocks. You know what I mean?
So to tell you, never forget POW Mia Kahaya? Mia Kahaya? It's a POW that she's saying to remember. Have you ever heard what the Japanese did to the POWs? It was horrific.
Yeah, it's horrible, dude.
It was horrific. They're masters of torture. But yeah, she just said that in chat. I don't know. I run into a lot of problems, because I'm not going to change my mind. Like I said, I experienced what I experienced. Don't tell me, because most of the time I didn't want to be there. So
right.
It's not my opinion. It's what, I have a thing. Don't blame me for reciting history. I didn't write it.
Right.
And history repeats itself. Anyway, like I said, I lost count. I'm banned on over 18 channel. Over 18 now. Say the letters, Heath. They're not words. Oh, okay. MIA, which is missing in action.
And POW is prisoner of war.
KIAH or JA. That's a POW reference. Missing in action, KIALA or something. TA. I'm not too familiar with that.
Kaya.
KA.
That's new to me.
KIAH. double A or something. It's it's the ones lost. Like I say, my dad, he was on howitzers on a farm with a barn. The 88 started to come over, and all the guys left, and he stayed on the gun. And some colonel came around the barn to find out, where are you? The 88 shell went down the side of the barn, no more colonel, and it went through the plate of the howitzer in my dad's chest. So if the underground didn't get him, would have been, POW. Yeah, I thought about that. MI. KIO. Meaning is act missing in action, killed around and joined. I can't, my eyes. In military action, I know what you mean. The missing and the ones that never came home.
Right.
But
that was my whole family was military.
I don't think there's any. It's just the concept of, an 18-year-old. You're going to get this for your service, but we want your service first. But
Right.
if you don't need me, what do you want me for?
Right.
Like my dad in 39 said to my mom, we're not going to get married. They're going to take me. So he goes in and they say you got varicose veins in your calves. He says, yeah, I know. He said, go have an operation. Well, why? Well, it's hundreds of dollars. Well, you pay. Well, then go home. So he went home and got married. 100,000 Canadians died, and they said, well, take anybody. You're shipping up. This, I don't know. He never told me. My mom told me the stories. When he came home, he'd wake up in the middle of the night, cold sweat, and he was affected by it. The stuff he saw that she told me about, so.
I tell you, the most things that sucks for me right now, and I wish I didn't drink all the time when I was younger, but having a bad liver sucks. I hardly ever get any sleep. This thing keeps me up and down all the time, and
the K that she mentioned was killed in action. That's what she's just typing now.
Oh, okay.
I hear you. Like the number of stories the legions, the old guys,
American Legion.
And they go to the legions and drink, and the drink was always there. I asked my mom one time, you said they used to go to the theater, and in the lodge, the guy, hey, Stretch, why they call him Stretch? I don't know. So I said, did he smoke then? Or did he after the war? She says, I can't remember. So the war could have, made him start smoking, and he saw a lot of men disintegrate right in front of his face.
Yeah, I don't like the talk on live about my experience in the military, but when we were over there in Kuwait, we were in a Hummer, and I was behind the driver, and on the passenger front we hit a mine.
Yeah.
And the Hummer, I guess somehow or another the soldiers behind us said that we hit that mine and did a 360 in the air.
Yeah.
And when we landed, only me and the driver was the only two to survive out of 6 of us.
Well, to me, you're a veteran. It was a close case. Boom, you're a veteran. In any sense of the word. But somebody goes through boot camp or something, plays around an aircraft carrier, polishes the wheels on a F-16 or something. You're not a veteran. You played some little game, you went, you served. That's it. To me, a veteran face danger. I don't care if you go out on a practice run and you're, rappelling or whatever from a helicopter, 200 feet in the air. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
But if you sit around at the mess after, whatever, and get drunk and go on the next thing and go on the next thing, and you show up in dress uniform or not, Paul in, you're not a veteran. Because I respect the ones that actually got in trouble.
Right.
It's disrespectful to turn around and say, my brothers and sisters, you're disrespecting. They ain't your brothers and sisters. They're the ones that died in combat. You didn't face it. I mean, do I have to point that out?
We shouldn't have been in none of these damn wars, but yeah.
Oh, well, there's only one responsible for Afghanistan with Bush. You could have sent in special forces. You know, the world didn't have to do that. At the end, it was special forces.
Right.
Could have been all incommunicado, right? Under the table.
Right.
Goes on anyway. And there wouldn't be I don't know. Afghanistan wasn't the enemy. It was Al Qaeda. You know. But anyway, that's a dangerous thing to get into is people.
Yeah, I was going to say,
No.
but hey, I'm going to cut this short. I do have to run because I'm very busy today, and I got bills to pay and get ready for my show tonight.
Oh, I know what that's like.
But it was awesome talking to you. Tell Steve when he comes back on that I'll catch him next time when he's live, and I'll catch everybody on the flip.
Well, it's good getting 3 words in a little more relaxed than when you're running a live, like.
And plus, people know who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it was good meeting you. You said. I know a lot of people don't like doing panels, but if you got a few minutes, I never.
Right.
Tell you the truth, they started Zoom. It was on IT channel. Come up. I thought,
right.
You don't want to hear what I have to say. Guess what? They didn't want to hear what I had to say. I got banned. But I figured after that, Skeeter, I'd just be myself. You don't like it,
That's exactly what I do. I mean, it's my journey. This is my journey to the end. And being honest with you, with this bad liver, I'm not going to be around forever. But
neither am
I am going to push out my journey, and everybody that follows me and subscribes to me. There's a lot more adventures coming up and more goofiness of this old guy here. And I just hope everybody enjoys my shows, and they're just getting better and better as I go. And if it wasn't for the pot, I people will probably be thinking I'm bored and then quit. But me being an entertainer and all the experiences, stuff that I went through being younger, this is me. I'm going to be me. I'm Skeeter. And just remember, always keep your head up, move forward, and be yourself.
Well, my best to your wife. She must be a.
She, I bless her every day. I'm glad she's one of my best friends ever. And I don't know how she put up with me this many years, but folks, I'm just enjoying my life, and I just want to enjoy my life with everybody and to the end. And that way people can go back and watch my videos and, have some fun with it. And I'm just here to be an entertainer and be an outdoorsman. There's 2 sides of me. I like to entertain and be serious. So if people like to follow, welcome aboard.
I think you hit the nail on. I did security on mainframe. I'm suspicious by nature. And I'll tell you really quick on the way out, because there's not a lot here. I let somebody in. And I have not fought in this depth of things. She's gone.
Right.
She's gone for about 2.5 months now. One thing I learned is communication, and be man, woman, and everything. What it comes down to, your best friend. You hit the head, But when you get married young, and it, not her fault. We shouldn't, for both of us, but that's the way it went. But you hit the nail on the head. That's my point.
Yeah.
When you can
100%, man. But hey, God bless everybody, and be safe out there. And I'll see everybody on the flip.
Okay, catch you later, Skeeter. Bye.
All right, Skeeter out.
Bye-bye. Well, here I am all alone again, Babette, just me and you. I can't go too much longer. Are you working, Babette, or are you just, Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. My dad never really talked to me at all about, other than how to fight. Obviously, it was from military, but a lot of sad stories about that. A lot of sad stories. Yeah, he's a fun guy, Babette. You should listen to him now and again. He he is upbeat. I gotta give him that. Gotta give him that. But well, there's a lot of good people out there. Yeah. See you, Skeeter. Nice talking to you. Steve, I can't do this forever. Not today. Too uncomfortable. Which reminds me, what time is it in? It is 7:50. It is 9:50 in Australia at night. Don't think she'll even click the link. I sent an email, Babette, my last one, to her. She doesn't respond. I'm not going to do it again. Not going to do it again. But anyway, Babette, have you finished all your chores? It's lunch. No, it's not lunchtime. It's breakfast. Breakfast. Where'd Steve go? It's only 1 in the afternoon. Did he go for a hike or what? Anyway. Steve, I think I'm going to go. I'm going to go lay down. You're what? Oh, I can't read it. Oh, you're awake now. My vision, it's bad. It's all blurred. Too much of looking at this thing. I am tired. I'm very tired. Gotta take some Tylenol and lay down or something. Find something to look at. I stop. Too many cigarettes by that. Too many, far too many. Oh, that's warm here. It's about 70 something. Warm. No preview. Thank you for subscribing, Skeeter. I'm going to have to put up some more video of something. I don't know. Can't do it. Where the hell is the thing? YouTube. YouTube. You know what I sent her a link to, Babette? You probably know it. Yeah. Steve Perry's Faithfully. You know that song? I wonder if she'll even bother. Steve Perry singing Faithfully. She doesn't respond to that. I've had it. Anyway, Babette, I guess you're the only one here. Is there anybody lurking? I wish you well. I hope the day goes well, and we'll catch you, as Skeeter put it, on the flip side.